Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bibi Sakina sat quietly at the edge of her hospital bed, the machines around her beeping softly like distant echoes of a life she once knew. The scent of antiseptic hung in the air, sterile and cold, unlike the warm spices and laughter that once filled her small but happy home. She stared at her hands, hands that used to hold her daughter, knead dough, fold laundry with care, now trembling with grief, guilt, and something else she hadn't allowed herself to feel in months, longing for Allah. 6 months ago, her world shattered. A car accident, her husband gone instantly, her daughter in a coma. Bibi survived with barely a scratch, at least on the outside. Inside, though, she had been bleeding every day. The silence of her prayers, the hollowness of her voice, the way she moved through her home like a ghost. She had tried to keep going, but her soul had collapsed. She stopped making dua. She blamed herself, even though it wasn't her fault. She stopped reciting Qur'an. She stopped answering phone calls. She even stopped crying. One night, sitting on the cold tiles of her kitchen floor, she whispered into the silence, "Why me, Allah?" She said it not in anger, but in desperation, like a child lost in a forest. The walls didn't answer, nor did the heavens. But her heart, it trembled. And in that moment, a memory returned to her. It was her daughter's voice, soft and sweet. "Mama, remember when you told me that when things are really hard, that's when we hold on to Allah the tightest?" Her daughter had said that after scraping her knee at the park, tears on her face, but courage in her little heart. That memory broke something inside Bibi, and built something new. That night, she did something she hadn't done in weeks. She raised her hands, not to accuse, not to question, but to surrender. Her voice cracked, but it came out. "Ya Allah, I am broken. Heal what only you can see. I trust you, even if I don't understand." Days turned into weeks. The pain didn't vanish, but something changed. She began waking up for Fajr again, sometimes through tears. She began sitting with the Qur'an again, letting its verses pour over her like rain on a dry, cracked earth. She didn't ask for miracles, she asked for peace. And slowly, her heart began to breathe again. She sat at her daughter's hospital bedside every evening, whispering ayahs into her ears, holding her little hand. Some days she felt strong, others she felt like collapsing, but in each moment she learned what sabr truly meant, not passive waiting, but active trust in Allah's plan. She learned that patience wasn't silence, but a kind of strength dressed in surrender. She remembered the Prophet had said, "Amazing is the affair of the believer, for there is good for him in every matter." One quiet afternoon, as the sun filtered through the hospital blinds in golden rays, Bibi was reciting Surah Ar-Rahman softly. Her daughter's fingers twitched. The nurse said it could be a reflex. But Bibi knew, her heart knew. That evening, the machines beeped differently. Her daughter opened her eyes for the first time in 6 months. Just a flicker, just a breath. But for Bibi, it was like the first light of dawn after a long, cold night. She fell into sujud that night not to ask, but to thank. Thank him for the storm and for the lifeboat. For the pain that brought her back to her Rab. For teaching her that sometimes the greatest gift is not having everything restored, but having your heart reconnected to the one who never left. And as she sat by the window of the hospital room, her daughter sleeping peacefully for the first time in months, she looked up at the sky and whispered, "My Lord is with me. He will guide me through." And her heart answered with the words of the Qur'an, gentle and powerful. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Surah Ash-Shar, 94:6. She had lived the verse. And now, she carried it within her, a reminder that even in the darkest night, Allah plants the seeds of dawn.